It was May 10th, Mother's Day. In Muncie, Indiana, it should have been a quiet Sunday evening. But down one ordinary residential street, the silence was shattered by a woman's screams. Two men, Michael Hennessy and Jeremy McKee, were driving down the block in a pickup truck when they saw something impossible to ignore. At first, they thought it was just kids messing around. Then they realized the truth. A young man was violently dragging a girl down the concrete sidewalk by her ankles. The woman was 23-year-old Cheyenne Rains. And this wasn't the first time she had tried to run. 2 days earlier, Cheyenne tried to leave her boyfriend, 21-year-old Rylan Davis. He refused to let her go, throwing her to the floor so hard her head struck a speaker. Now, on Mother's Day, she had tried to run again. She made it out the door, but Davis chased her down, beat her on the sidewalk, and began dragging her back to his house. Seeing a stranger in pure terror, Michael and Jeremy pulled over. They wanted to help. They wanted to be Good Samaritans. Instead, they walked into a war zone. Without warning, Davis pulled out a handgun and opened fire on the truck. Michael later recalled the chaos, saying he jumped out, ducked behind the vehicle, and saw his co-worker Jeremy and Cheyenne both hit, lying on the ground. As Michael tried to turn, he felt a sudden, crushing impact, like being hit with a baseball bat. Michael was shot in the abdomen. Jeremy was shot in the head. But Davis wasn't done. In the middle of this shooting spree, with two strangers bleeding on the asphalt, Davis turned the weapon entirely on Cheyenne. In what prosecutors describe as a cold-blooded execution, he shot her multiple times in the face, chest, and back before fleeing inside his home. First responders rushed to the scene, finding 3 gunshot victims scattered outside. Tragically, Cheyenne was pronounced dead at the hospital. Jeremy remained hospitalized with life-threatening injuries, while Michael survived his wounds. Police quickly surrounded the home, and after a tense standoff, Davis finally surrendered. But the horror wasn't over. When officers stepped inside the house, they made a devastating discovery. Locked away in a single room were 3 young children ages 3, 2, and just 3 months old. The room was in what police described as deplorable condition, covered in dirt and feces. While their mother was being murdered on the sidewalk, her children were trapped in a nightmare behind closed doors. Inside the interrogation room, Davis admitted to the shooting but offered a twisted defense. He claimed the gun belonged to Cheyenne and that he was only protecting himself, completely denying that he shot her intentionally. The justice system isn't buying it. The Delaware County Prosecutor's Office has charged Davis with a massive list of crimes, including murder, attempted murder, kidnapping, and neglect of a dependent. He is currently being held without bond. If convicted of the murder charge alone, he faces up to 65 years behind bars. A young mother is gone, 2 heroes are forever changed, and 3 children are left picking up the pieces, all because of one afternoon of uncontrollable rage.